What is going on, guys? So today's video we are going to be installing one of these aftermarket steering wheel wraps. I've done this in the Mark 7. I really had good results way back in the Volkswagen Golf days. What we're going to do today is kind of wrap it up with a similar style. However, instead of this tumble type of grainy leather, I'm going to get like a little bit of a smoother leather, same perforation style, and hopefully make it a little bit thicker. And the stitching that I chose is kind of just going on with the kind of like a dark grayish, similar to this color, kind of black. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe I should stuck with the white one to kind of continue the black and white theme for the XSC for the 25th anniversary. So the smooth part goes above, and I did not go for the racing stripes on top because that's not really the look I'm going for a minivan, but I am going for much more of a thicker type of feel. All right, and here it is. And overall, again, it's kind of like the similar design, so I'm not even sure if this is worth it. It's about 40 bucks shipped from AliExpress. I believe you get these on Amazon as well. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna align it like so and then start stitching it up. They gave me, I think it's enough threading for the whole job itself. 2 needles right here. I kept this from the old Mark 7 days to go ahead and fit this under like so. It's a little bit more curved and rounded off instead of the ones that they gave me, which is much more. I think it's gonna go ahead and it's a little bit too sharp for my liking. So all right, so let's go. Alright, so here we have the first quadrant of the steering wheel done, and it took about an hour, to be quite honest. And my sewing skills had to be relocated, relearned, and everything. Alright, so here it is. We have one side done, we have this part that needs to be done, and this whole, I guess, half. So it's 1/3 is done, but I'm kind of splitting into quadrants. And here it is. Here's the first part. All right, we got some gray versus the white stitching along the 25th anniversary. This is the stock stitching right here, and this is the grayer stitching that came from the aftermarket company. Again, we have this portion right here that's kind of aligning with the OEM portion of it, where it's kind of like capped off or kind of stitched off. So we are going to try to attempt to finish the product. This actually is perforated. I went ahead and used one of these. Well, I can't find it now. I guess I'll use this needle right here. I went ahead and I tried to puncture it like so, like that. It goes through just like that. And then once you pull it off, it disappears. So, I mean, it is perforations. Hopefully it keeps everything nice. So far, initial reaction is this gives a nice sturdier feel versus the stock OEM steering wheel. As you can see here, the leather is quite different. It's like tumbled leather back in the, like, you know, like when you collect Jordans, when you wear them, you have toe boxes that are this versus the smoother, more, it's definitely not genuine leather. I think it's kind of like synthetic, but it's a nice mimic. It's nice and smooth. Again, from here, let's continue this. Let's try to get this done quickly now that I got the hang of it. Alright guys, so a different day, different time and place, but here we are at a Toyota Prius. And here's the steering wheel right here. This steering wheel is way different than the Sienna, and this is the type of feel that I'm going for, very smooth, right? No perforations, but it's very plush to the touch, and it reminds me kind of similar to like Beamer steering wheels. And don't laugh, but really it's this nice, and overall I prefer this type of steering wheel versus the tumble type of grainy leather that we have in the Sienna. There's a lot more plush to hold, and that is why I'm trying to look for an aftermarket steering wheel wrap. And that kind of concludes my, kind of cements my decision to go ahead and wrap the Sienna. Alright guys, so here it is, the before and after. This is the aftermath of everything. What do you guys think? It looks OEM, right? Yeah, it definitely does. I think that's the theme I was going for sure, because it's not sporty or anything, so I'm not gonna go ahead and get a racing stripe up top. I've seen some aftermarket steering wheel where you have carbon fiber and everything and a flat bottom, but the Sienna is not the car for me to go ahead and put so much work into aftermarket steering wheel. That is all decked out. So this one is a aftermarket steering wheel wrap. All right, the design is perforations on the side, leather, smooth leather up top and on bottom, and overall fit and finish is pretty good. I think I have to tuck everything under here. As you can see, it's not as smooth behind here. Perforations are true to form. Oh, the car started up. And I like that everything tucked in pretty well. Over here, I had a little bit of problems, so you can see a little bit of softness, but over here, it's nice and smooth. So this one I messed up. This is not gonna be the best job compared to the Mark 7. I took my time with the Mark 7. Back in the Mark 7, it was Zuji. I still have this. This is very handy. It comes in very handy. So I'm glad I found this and kept this. It made tucking in very easy versus the trim remover style ones where it's a little bit too pointy, right? It's a little bit too pointy. I'm afraid of kind of messing up the leather itself. I have a ton of thread left. Again, I have white threading here for the XSC 25th anniversary. The XSC itself, the normal Siennas have the orange threading, so you might want to go ahead and if you guys have an XSE, you might want to go ahead and ask for a different thread color. I went with the darker gray instead. So as you can see here, there's gaps right here. Well, here it is. Here's the stitching. You guys are interested, of course, check out my other video. I didn't do a full-blown DIY, but I'm overall pretty happy with the design. And again, it keeps OEM look. So that is about it. I'm gonna go ahead and do a before and after. Just give you guys a look before the steering wheel wrap and after the steering wheel wrap. So I hope this video was very helpful. I think it took me a ton of time to do this, and definitely appreciate you guys watching. And on that note, checking out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.